तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
गजानना 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 प्रथम पूजन गणराया प्रथम पूजन गणराया गजानना गजानना प्रथम प्रार्थना श्री गणराया प्रथम प्रार्थना श्री गणराया लंबोदरा गणराया लंबोदरा गणराया गजानना गजानना प्रथम पूजन गणराया प्रथम प्रार्थना श्री गणराया लंबोदरा गणराया लंबोदरा गणराया गजानना गजानना
चंद्रकलाधर सांब सदा शिव चंद्रकलाधर सांब सदा शिव शंभो महादेवा शंभो महादेवा शंभो महादेवा शिव शम्भो महादेवा ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः 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 चन्द्रकलाधर साम्ब सदा शिव शम्भो महादेवा शम्भो महादेवा शिव शम्भो महादेवा ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः चन्द्रकलाधर साम्ब सदा शिव जननी साई देवी दयामयी जननी साई देवी दयामयी जननी माँ कृपालिनी माँ जननी माँ कृपालिनी माँ तुम हो प्रेम स्वरूपिणी तुम हो प्रेम स्वरूपिणी दया करो सत्य साई कृपा करो सत्य साई जननी प्रेमदायिनी जननी प्रेमदायिनी जननी साई देवी दयामयी जननी माँ कृपालिनी माँ तुम हो प्रेम स्वरूप स्वरूपिणी माँ, दया करो सत्य साई माँ, कृपा करो सत्य साई माँ, जननी प्रेमदायिनी माँ, जननी प्रेमदायिनी माँ, जननी साई देवी दयामयी।
अयोध्यवासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम, हे अयोध्यवासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम, पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम, पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम, अयोध्यवासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम, हे अयोध्यवासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम, पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम, पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम, अयोध्यवासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम, पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम, हे अयोध्यवासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम, पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम, पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम, अयोध्यवासी राम 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 कृष्ण हरि नारायणा, हरे राम कृष्ण हरि नारायणा, दीन जनावन हरि नारायण, दीन जनावन हरि नारायण, दीन शरण्य नारायण, शरण्या नारायण भव भय हरना साई नारायण भव भय हरना साई नारायण राम कृष्ण हरि नारायण दीन जनावन हरि नारायण दीन शरण्या नारायण भव भय हरना साई नारायण भव भय हरना साई नारायण राम कृष्ण हरि नारायण
युगावतारा साई रामा युगावतारा साई रामा युगावतारा साई रामा युगावतारा साई रामा राम 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 साई राम 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 सीतापते श्री राम 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 सीतापते श्री राम 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 सीतापते श्री राम 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 सीतापते श्री युगावतारा साई रामा युगावतारा साई रामा राम 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 परम निरंजन प्रशांति रामा परम निरंजन प्रशांति रामा परम निरंजन प्रशांति रामा परम निरंजन प्रशांति रामा श्री रघुरामा साई रामा श्री रघुरामा साई राम राम साई राम राम युगावतारा साई रामा युगावतारा साई राम राम परम निरंजन प्रशांति रामा परम निरंजन प्रशांति रामा श्री रघुरामा साई रामा श्री रघुरामा साई राम राम साई राम युगावतारा साई राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा भजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा। एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा। तुम्ही हो गीता, तुम्ही रामायण, तुम्ही हो वेद पुराण। तुम्ही हो गीता, तुम्ही रामायण, तुम्ही हो वेद पुराण। तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा। राम रहीम को बजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा। तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तुम्ही हो गीता, तुम्ही रामायण, तुम्ही हो वेद पुराण। एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा, तेरा नाम एक सहारा। राम रहीम को बजने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा।
श्याम सुंदरा मदन गोपाला, सच्चिदानंदा साई गोपाला। हरि नारायणा हरि नारायणा हरि नारायणा भजरे। नारायणा गोपालना भजरे
Harbor hatred towards anyone. Do not harbor a grudge. Why? What will happen? If you harbor a grudge, your mind will go towards the person whom you resent. You know, my relative, he said this, I said this, but he did not say this. Your mind will become attached there. Just like the mind becomes attached in positive sentiment, it also goes in negative sentiment. The consequence is what? That the mind has gone there. If you attach your mind to Sri Krishna positively, it will be fixed there. And there were people like Kans who hated Sri Krishna. But the consequence was, but Kansa's mind was also fully attached to Sri Krishna. Whether positive or negative. Gopyaha kamad bhayat kanso dvesha chaidyadayo nripa. The gopis loved Sri Krishna, they could think of nothing but him. Yadohane vahanane mathano palem paprenkheng khana bharudito kshanam. Whatever the gopis were doing, their minds were in Sri Krishna. Their eyes, tears of love were rolling out. Their voice was choked up. His name was on their lips. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. And the same situation was of Kans. He hated Sri Krishna. The hatred became so much. Naradji kept on poking him. You know? What happened was that when Vasudev, the first child, was born, Vasudev took him to Kans. Kans said, no, that's all right, you can take him back. The 8th child is to kill me. So Naradji took a flower and said, which is the 8th petal? So Kans said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is it. Naradji said, count from here. 1. So Naradji said, how do you know which is the 8th child? All depends which you start counting from. So Narad kept on going and, increasing his hatred and his fear of Sri Krishna. So the consequence was that Kans, his mind became totally attached. Asina samvishantishtan bhunjana paryatan mahim chintayano rishikesha mapashyat tanmayan jagat. Wherever he sees the food has been brought, Arey, Sri Krishna is in it, throw it off. The water has been brought, this is also the color of Krishna, throw it away. He is tearing his clothes, Krishna is in this. He is scratching his body, Krishna is in this. His mind got attached to Krishna. Now, however the mind went to God, the object was God. Kans also attained God once Krishna killed him, like the gopis did. The ras was different, but the final result was the same. So however you attach your mind to God, you get the divine result. If you take Paras, the philosopher's stone, you lovingly touch it to iron, it will make it gold. Angrily beat it, it will still make it gold. Accidentally touch it, it will still make it gold. The Paras will do its work. Similarly, Gopya Kamat Bhayat Kanso, however you take your mind to God, your mind will become purified. And however you attach your mind to the world, through fear, through hankering, through aversion, through hatred, whatever way, the mind will become worldly. The world is of 3 gunas, the mind will become dirty. That is why it is said that the devotee should not hate anyone. The devotee should not harbor a grudge. So how do you prevent that from happening? Has anybody ever done anything bad to you? Of course, to everybody has that, because it's not a perfect world. You do good and others do bad. So what do? Arey, bada kharab hai, bada kharab hai, bada kharab hai. Somebody said, resentment is like taking poison and hoping the other guy dies. Because those resentful thoughts are killing your mind. You're resenting somebody else and causing your own harm. How to prevent it from happening? Again, you see in it the silver lining in the cloud, the blessing in disguise. This is an opportunity for spiritual progress. God is strengthening me through this. So, there is this story, of one dog. He used to live in Ayodhya. And pilgrims would sometimes offer him a roti, he would eat it and be happy. One dog came from Allahabad. So the Allahabad dog told the Ayodhya dog that, why are you living in this holy place? Sometimes you get a roti, sometimes you don't. Come to Allahabad, see out there in the halwai shops what malpuas you will get. So the Ayodhya dog thought that while reside here in this place where sadhus and babas are living, let me also accompany you to Allahabad. They made a plan. All right, every day we will cover 20 miles and in 4 days we will reach. Now with that plan, they started off next morning at 6 o'clock. When they had covered 20 miles, it became evening time. There was a village nearby. They said, let us halt here. Also, we need to eat something. We can get some food in the village. So when they tried to enter the village dogs chased them off. Who do you think you are? These dogs also have their psychology. You know, in their village, they think they are the lion. Now there were so many of them. These poor 2 dogs, they ran from there to save their lives. They said, these dogs are very bad. Never mind, we had thought of the 40-mile halt. Let us reach that. So they continued running, and by morning 5 o'clock they had reached the next village. Again, when they tried to enter, the dogs of that village, they growled and barked and chased them away. These 2 dogs never challenged anyone. They just continued running. So the consequence was that the 4-day journey got covered in 2 days. Because none of the dogs allowed them to halt. And if they had challenged them, what? You barked at me, you don't know who I am? Then they would have been lying bruised under a tree. Similarly, if we start fighting and quarreling with everybody, we will be the ones who suffer a loss. Some people have this habit. You know, somebody commits a little transgression in the road, they become so annoyed, they'll stop the car and start shouting at that person. One boy, his mother was taking him out to the market. So the boy said, Mummy, where are all the idiots? Mummy said, what idiots are you talking about? Just now I went to the market with Papa and we met 7 idiots. Now they are what they are. Either you can keep getting annoyed at every idiot you meet, or it's better to have a policy of restraining yourself. And if you can keep yourself normal, that is the best way to purify your heart. The Ramayana says, this is the sure shot policy to purify yourself. Calmly bear opposition. Nindak niyare rakhiye, angan kuti chabaya, nit sabun pani bina, nirmal kare subhaya. He says, if you want to purify yourself, get a nindak, a critic, somebody who criticizes. Put him in your courtyard, in your drawing room, put a tilak on his head. In other words, respect him. Yes, sir, you are very nice. And then let him keep criticizing you. You just keep bearing. Your mind will get purified without any soap and water. See, we become affected. Somebody joins a few letters. G-A-D-H-A, Gadha. That's what he told me. Now you give him the freedom, you say what you like. You have anything further to say? Come on. Oh, that's all. Can you say something more? That person will be astonished. See, your own heart will keep getting cleansed. So we are not obliged to be affected by every criticism that comes our way. The world is such, no matter what you do, people will criticize you. You know, there's the story of the father and the son. They went with their donkey to the town to sell it. So the father was riding the donkey and the son was walking. And some people stood there and said, "What craziness! This old man, he's so cruel towards his child, he's making him walk." The father said, "All right, son, look what they are saying. You sit on the donkey and I will walk." Now they moved a little further and they reached another group of people. They said, "What ghor Kalyug has come. The son doesn't have any respect for the father. He is sitting on the donkey and the father is being made to walk." The father said, "Son, now what to do? Let's both of us sit on the donkey." They went a little further. Again there was a group of people. They said that this needs to be reported to the SPCA. Such cruelty to that donkey. The father and son have no consideration. So father said, "Let's do one thing. Let's tie the donkey to the stick and hold him and take him." Now the next group of people said, "These two are totally mad." The father said, "Look, son, that is why I brought you to the city, that no matter what you do, people will call you crazy. So our goal is not to be called nice. Our goal is to become nice." Even in the age of Treta, there was a dhobi who raised a finger against Mother Sita after her Agni Pariksha. This is Kalyug. In this age, we think everybody will call us nice. Impossible. Forget about that. Try to become nice. And how do you become nice? If nobody calls you bad, then how you are not nice? People, they call you bad. You have critics and you don't get affected. Then the heart is clean. In the time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he would keep on praising Advaita Acharya, his great devotee. So Advaita Acharya thought, this is not nice. He deliberately started preaching atheism. So devotees came, "Mahaprabhuji, do you know what Advaita Acharya is doing? This is what he is saying." Mahaprabhu came and shouted at him in great anger. Advaita Acharya started dancing. That is what I wanted. So our material conditioning has to be reversed. Material conditioning says material luxury, material prosperity, material praise, material prestige. And now we have understood that there is no happiness there. You're chasing an illusion. You want the internal purification. So in the internal purification, the fact is that negative experiences are far more purifying.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Sathya Sai Hare, Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka, Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka, Bhakti Maheshwara, Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Shri Bhagana Shri Kala Sarva Pranapati, Swami Sarva Pranapati, Ashrita Kalpaladita, Ashrita Kalpaladita, Apadvandava, Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Mata Pita Guru Daivam Pariyantayunive, Swami Pariyantayunive, Nana Brahma Jagannatha, Nana Brahma Jagannatha, Name हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी ऊंचाई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंतको मंगल आरती अंतको मंगल गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।